Greetings, fellow physics faculty members. And anyway, I was reading Tom Ming's email, and I got a meeting with Mark here in about 30 minutes. But anyway, I thought I would just kind of show my setup that I have at home to teach online classes. And I'm going to put this together like in a little iMovie and make a YouTube video and send it out. So here's what I use. Trying to get this to turn back around. How do I get this to turn back around? All right, it's not turning back around for me, so I don't really know what to do with it. Uh, so I'm just gonna. Oh, I see. I had to undo it and then go to it. So anyway, here's the thread of Ann yelling at me to show the messy basement because this is where I'm working. Uh, here's the here's my setup that I have, and so I've got my Lumens camera there. I took my desktop from my office home with me, calculator, of course, all that kind of stuff. And now I'm going to go ahead and make this the start, my starting video, and so I'll show you how I actually do a class. I'm going to log on to my like physics 220 class and then take it from there. Okay, I got to make this quick because it's 10:24 and Mark and I have a Zoom call about some of this stuff. Not this so much, but physics 220. Anyway, all right, here's my Canvas site. Here's my WebAssign access site. So, and we don't need to get into all that. But here's where I keep my lecture. So on the, and this is all in the, well, this is all on the home page. But if you go into the modules, so if you're on the home page, but here in the modules, here's the lecture notes. All right, and here's what the lecture notes actually look like. So if they click on that, they get this. I didn't know it was going to take so darn long. No wonder they don't look at them. If it takes this long for them to load. So loading. There they are. So here's the lecture notes from yesterday. Of course, we're talking about capacitance. So I was writing on my Ladybug the whole time. And this is the algebra-based course. So the electric potential energy, which they just learned in the previous chapter, was equal to Q times the potential difference, the charge times potential difference. But when you're doing a capacitor, to get the energy of Q times V, it's got to be charged. We're going to be adding Q to it over time, so therefore we're taking the area under this triangle, and so it's 1/2 QV. And then we went through all the derivations. Okay, you all know that stuff better than I do. But that's just one of the, so that's saved. Now, how do I get those saved? Well, the other thing too, real quick, I also post the modules. Why is everything going like slower than freaking molasses today? That's the other thing. Never be in a hurry with anything on Canvas. All right. And by the way, this is all under the shell of a Panopto course. I create a Panopto thing, and I go for about 30 minutes each time. All right. And so here's the chapter slides that we've got so far. Oh, I need to add that just reminded me. I need to add the chapter 17 slides for the students because as a matter of fact, since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it's not hard to do. I'll just go click. I'm going to add a file. It's a new file, so I'm going to choose it. Now I don't have to add all this to, in fact, I think I got it in Box Sync. Yeah, this is the chapter 17 for the class. They come with their own like little quiz questions, slides and stuff for if you're doing a clicker type thing. And I peel those off and add them later, and I'll show you where I put them. And so here's the So we've added the item. I needed to get that done. Thank you for being my patsy here. And adding it real quick. It's a big ass file, so it might take a minute. Dun 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 doo da doo da. It's a big file, and Canvas is being slow today. It's raining. There we go. And now they can get on here. I got Millie because my granddaughter's pictures in this one with her hair sticking straight up while after she climbed on a couch in the wintertime. Anyway, so there they got the chapter slides. The next thing that we do, the Cengage thing is useless. We don't do that. Is the quizzes. All right, and they have each class. I teach 3 days a week. Each class has a daily quiz. Okay, so that was from last week. Here's the quizzes from this week. They're real short, easy to do type things. Let's take a look. We'll preview it. It's probably going to say, hey, you already signed this. You can't preview it. And so there it is. Electrons flow through a circuit in the clockwise direction. The current is traveling counterclockwise. That's where we learn about that. And so potential difference across a resistor and the current running through it both increase. We know that resistance, so we can't determine from the information given, which will be the right answer there. All right. For me, the preview, the first thing is the first answer is what's correct. All right, so they take a little quiz, and they've got, and since it's asynchronous and a lot of them work and they have different schedules, I just made every quiz due on Friday at 11:59 p.m. for the week. All right, and now the big thing that came up that that Daming was talking about was, well, okay, now how do I lecture? So I can do so I've got the lecture slides and call up, oh, here they are. So we're RD2 energy and PowerPoint. Oh, these are cool. Dan, if you bother to watch this, here, look, we've got Think, Pair, Share slides too that come with this textbook, which are kind of nice. Even when you're doing online lecture. Okay. Oh, that's a great question. You know, so there's that. And then come down here. Oh, I haven't turned on my Ladybug yet. It's on here. So click on the Ladybug, and I'll show you how it goes back and forth between the two also. So there's my Ladybug. I'm going to maximize it, get it correct. I don't have it too set up. That's the other thing. I'm not very good at movies because our compadres that are really good at doing movies, they have everything set up before they start. I, on the other hand, do not. And this gooseneck on my Lumens camera works great because I can adjust things. And now I'm going to get the Ladybug symbol out of the way here. Put her over here. All right. And so now, you know, so what are we on? We're on circuits. Well, let's just do the first 4 equations of kinematics. All right. So this is what it would look like, especially for physics 210. We've got that the displacement of an object is equal to its average velocity times the time, where the average velocity is donated as v final plus v naught divided by 2. This, of course, you over and over again, you say this only works when the acceleration is constant. V final equals v naught plus or minus at. X equals x naught plus or minus v naught t plus or minus 1/2 at squared. And then everybody's favorite just go ahead and put my acceleration equation here, and then last but not v final squared is equal to v naught squared plus or minus 2a times x final minus x initial. Or if we're dealing in the y direction, all that kind of stuff. So there you go. Now, what can I do with it? Well, with my Ladybug, I can do a couple things. What I do is I just put it aside, and I'll get to what I do at the end of it. But for my Ladybug, what I can also do is I can go, have this over here, make sure my mouse isn't right in front of it, on top of it. I'll take a picture of it. I don't know if you heard that or not, but that was my Ladybug taking a picture. And where does it show up? Let's go to my files here. And I go to my documents, and there's my Ladybug thing. Come on. And I'm not very good about labeling, but it tells you the time when you took the picture, so you can look at the time. There it is. And I can just go ahead and import that as make that a picture, or it's laborious at best. But if I went ahead and opened up, whoops, it's letter rec I was writing. Whoops, that's church work I was doing. All right, so here we go. So put a new document, insert photo picture from file. Go to my documents, Ladybug, insert, boom, there it is. Now that's kind of a clumsy way to do it. All right, and they get this. They would get that this would be their notes. And as I go through each one, I just take a picture each time I'm done with a sheet. And it's probably driving Libby crazy. She goes, no, make sure the sheet takes up the entire Ladybug, so you don't have all this mess over here. In fact, let's go back to my Ladybug view. So you don't want all this mess in here. My little calculator, if found, please return too. All right. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is what I have on my phone. I'll put my phone down here. What I have on my phone is this. There's Genius Scan, and probably can't see it because of the thing. I called it, this is my Scan Pro thing. So I hit my Scan Pro here, and something else that I can do with this is I can go back to pages, and I want to do this, so I'll take a picture of this. I know it looks very fuzzy to you all on this, but it's very clear here. And this is not a multi-page, this is just one page. So I go, boom, take a picture. There it is. Now the cool thing about this is then I'll say test or demo. Do the demo thing, and done. There, it's renamed, and now I'll go to save. And now it's saved. Now, notice it says share. Now this is something cool. So I share, and there's my desktop right here. Probably can't see it. Probably looks fuzzy. But anyway, here's my desktop. Press that. Oh, why is it declined? What's going on here? Oh no. Send to, share. This guy. Why is it declining it? I wonder if I'm full or something. Huh. Waiting, decline. I have no idea what's going on here. Maybe it's because I got too much stuff open here. I don't know. But then I send it to my desktop and it makes a nice PDF file. Trust me, They're all here. If I go to my recent PDF files, here's all my June, like here's the June 10th notes. This is the way it comes out when I scan my pages. Okay? This is weird. Okay, sorry. Anyway, that's how and then I take those notes, of course, and let's go back to here. Take those notes, go to the modules, put them here. Now notice, the students aren't reading them too much, but they do like the chapter slides. They're reading those. They like those a lot. But wait a minute, I just posted that and it looks like it's reading a lot. Anyway. So, all right, there you go. That's how I do it.